This is Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Welcome to Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Crimson Tide. This place is charged up and ready for a big game today. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Aggies will kick this deep to get us going. And the fair catch, signal for and take it. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here comes a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Close to the tight end. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Here's a challenging 3rd and 8 now in this opening possession. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Pulls it in. It's Brown. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory.
Now, 4th down.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Receiver makes the grab. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver. And the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They call the counter play here. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Caught. Completion. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
7th play of the drive coming up. They're going to run it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. No huddle now for the offense.
Brings up 2nd down.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And the running back takes the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The 9th play of a strong opening drive. It's 3rd and long. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Alabama now operating in the red zone. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. The back's got it.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Alabama.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And the ball caroms into the receiver's hands. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Alabama.
The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. And the quarterback will just sneak it here. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama.
Hey, it's 1st and goal. Why wait? Go with the sure thing. Let that quarterback get behind his line, push his way in for the touchdown.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And the single back takes a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. But the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle for showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
He went backwards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 24. It's a quick grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Makes the catch downfield. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They finally tackle him at the 4. That's a solid gain on the pitch and catch.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, A&M.
Boy, this defense just getting manhandled at the line of scrimmage. They just loaded up in that goal line formation and pushed their way into the end zone.
And the point after is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
And your Alabama first inside will take over first and 10.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Ball handed off. Powering through. Defense will make the stop and what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied at 7.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They bring him down at the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
He'll hand it off. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And there's the handoff. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run phase. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
2nd down play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Finds an open target on the left side. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker. That completion sets up a 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. An inside give now from the shotgun. No huddle here for the offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And it's caught. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they'll set up with PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Nice first down here by Texas A&M. The offensive line gets a hat on a hat, gets a good push. And once again, you see the history and tradition of Texas A&M with a great back.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Breaking free at the 35. An explosive play, and the offense will set up now inside the 30-yard line.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence, and you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Second down after that run on the previous play. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Snags the quick throw. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read. Puts the ball where his man can make a play on it. And they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And they're able to tackle on the extra point. The BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, and the pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Well, crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
A gain sets up a third down play. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He pulls it in for a big gain. An explosive play across midfield all the way to the 41. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First down, looking to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking for the wideout. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, maybe in the second half.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So it's third down, but out comes the field goal unit. They'll try to add 3 points before halftime. Knocks that one right down the middle. And they've reclaimed the lead with that.
Snap, hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And it's a squib kick taken by one of the up men. The coverage team brings him down in the final play of this first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Off the play fake on first down. Looking for a deep completion. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Great job here by this offense to open up the second half with an aggressive approach, sending a clear message to this defense that they are ready to be aggressive to win this game.
Makes a quick catch. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Back to pass. It's done. Defense is coming after him. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
Long enough and good. And the game is now tied.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Takes the ball and heads to the left. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. They'll hand it off. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Getting set. Here's second down. And the wideout goes in motion. And here's the jet sweep testing the perimeter here. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Man, I love this call here by going with the jet sweep. They get the ball in the hands of an outstanding playmaker. He gets around the edge and gets into space with that kind of speed. He's dangerous.
He'll hand it off. He shreds the tackle. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Important second down play coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. He's found some room at the 45. Solid tackle, able to get him down. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. They'll try to run for the first down. Bites off a defender. And moves the ball to the 35. And another first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Back in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Bama. And they will claim the second half lead.
And I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball and then the speed afterwards. And it's a touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll call for the fair catch here. Offense back on the field. They settled for 3 last time. Let's see what they can come up with this drive. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. The linebacker shifting around now. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
They got some ground to make up. 2nd and long from the 15. Back to throw. It's done. He'll throw it now. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
On the move, but can't find the receiver, and he's brought down.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
2nd down now after the sack. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And it falls incomplete. Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. They finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return, and that means good starting field position for this drive. Comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again?
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit, they didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And here's the handoff. Nowhere to go in this one. That's the end of 3, the final quarter coming up. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 3rd quarter of play.
Alabama 24, Texas A&M 17.
It's a 1-possession game. They'll elect to go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
Chris, what a call by this offensive coordinator. 4th down, they elect to go for it, and they get the first down. Now you can continue to work that clock.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They're going to run it. Get some space around the 30. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
That's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
Handoff as they try to work the clock here. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, tied. And now they'll set up for the point after. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. First down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. Hands off to the left. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. We go with a direct snap. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Play action here on first down. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead to sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
To the air, it's done. Looks to the left, and it's complete. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the Aggies will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a 2-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense getting set. It's second down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here. And here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the punt team makes its way onto the field.
On to kick it away.
And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Scanning the field. It's done. Makes a quick grab.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
The catch makes it a more manageable third down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught quickly. Finds room at the 30. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Catch made on the left side. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Texas A&M has moved into the red zone now. Back to throw again. It's complete. Steps out of bounds after a solid gain, which sets up a first and goal for the offense.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
The Aggie is trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. Press coverage now from the secondary. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. To throw. It's done. He's moving out of the pocket now. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line. Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Gets rid of it on the move. Receiver makes the grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Man, Chris, when you're down by a couple scores late in a game like this, you need to find matchups where you can get the ball thrown downfield. Here it's a completion, but it doesn't get them very much. Now they've got a fourth down play coming up.
Crowd trying to help out here on fourth down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Well, hold on now, Chris. We're under 2 minutes to go, and these guys will not go away. They hit this extra point. You cover an onside kick. You never know.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll just dive over the pile into the end zone for the two-point conversion. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. The job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here, it really comes down to who's the better coach team, who's going to execute better, and just as importantly, not letting the moment get to your head. That's a nice win for this head coach and his team.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.